Okay, we're good? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. You are listening to WAMR-DB radio. Listen.
Atlanta Mix.
Oh, Atlanta Mix. No, you are listening to WAMR-DB Atlanta Mix Radio, the new feel of AM radio, the women's station.
Hey,
everybody, it's me, good daytime back. Once again, this is my first show, so I'm still kind of getting.
Hey, it's all good. I didn't see worse. It's okay.
Okay. So we have our special guest in the building, Shayla from the Bank Lux Couture.
What's going on? What's going on? How you doing?
Hello, everybody. How are you all doing today?
I would be doing a lot better if you picked up that microphone.
Oh my goodness, that might help some. Good morning, everybody.
Just a little bit.
Okay, so that might help just
just a drop. Just a drop.
Yes. Everybody doing this morning?
It's all right. It's all right. I seen some of your stuff. I was just trolling you real quick. I was looking at some of your stuff. It's tight.
Okay,
it's tight.
well,
it's
thank
tight.
you. Thank you so much.
Real form fitting. Real form fitting.
Oh, yes, I do have a few pieces in there.
Real
for the ladies, since this is the woman's station. So
yes, there you go. Yes. There you go.
Absolutely.
Okay, so Shayla, Miss Shayla.
Yes.
Miss Shayla. Okay, Miss Shayla. Okay, so you are my fashion designer.
Yes, I am.
I love your pieces. I'm actually wearing one right now.
Oh, yes. Sparkly early in the morning.
Yes. Okay, so tell the people about you really quickly. Okay, so yes, you are a stylist.
Yes.
So tell them a little bit about your work.
Okay. Well, my name is Shayla Terry. I am the owner of the Bank Lux Boutique. I've had this store for probably about 4 years now. I started out actually in the basement of my home doing T-shirts with my sister.
Man, where was you at when I needed a T-shirt?
Oh my God, I still do T-shirts.
You was probably cheap then too, wasn't you?
Yeah, but I'm very reasonable now and workable. So yes, so we do T-shirt printing, and so that was I started out originally that way, and kind of graduated to sewing. I've been sewing for probably since I was about 13.
Okay.
I'm not gonna necessarily tell you all how old I am, but I've been sewing since I was about 13.
Okay.
And so
I took a sewing class in high school. Don't tell nobody though.
No, but to know that is something very good. It is a trade that you can have, that you can always use.
I forgot it now. I do know the initial, like, now correct me if I'm wrong, don't you gotta like put a knot at the initial point and then sew from there, and then put a knot at the end?
It depends on what kind of sewing you're doing. If you're hand sewing, you're
doing
put a knot
too
at
much
the
now.
end.
Like the needle,
you put a knot at the end when you're hand sewing, and then you cut off the excess, but you have to double tie it though.
I remember a little bit.
The same spot though. The same spot.
I remember.
If you don't double tie it in the same spot, it's not gonna work out.
Got it. Okay, I'm trying.
Trust me. I've been there.
Absolutely.
Gotcha.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
hold on, she gotta finish her story.
I'm sorry. And so once I went to school, graduated college, went to school for a business degree. I ended up picking up my sewing machine probably about 4 years ago again.
Okay.
And I started out originally with a retail boutique. People would come in, purchase things off the rack. And so with me being shaped the way that I am and just knowing people who just needed things altered and things like that, I kind of fell into sewing some more. And so after a while, I realized people prefer custom. They don't necessarily prefer to look like everyone else. And so the way that fashion is trending and changing, it's not necessarily typical to, it's okay to look like other people, but being able to have the ability to pick and choose your own designs, and not just pick and choose your own designs, but things being fitted specifically for you. So that cancels out all of that, friends and family stealing out your closet, it is designed to fit you from measurement to measurement. So that's why I love what I do.
So these are for like the hippie women, like my women with the hips and the legs.
Yes,
that
have those issues, because a lot of times, for us adults and women that do understand that you have that gap in space in the bag that is not necessarily the most appealing when you're walking and you're trying to handle your business, but also not just hourglass shape women, but thinner frame women, whatever shape works for you. That's what makes my job and what I do so great and amazing. There's no way in the world you can buy a dress out of Macy's and have it cut and tailored to you just right then at that right moment. You can buy anything off of the shelf and it's not going to do that for you.
Okay, awesomeness. Okay, so tell me, I know you have an upcoming fashion show.
Yes, I do.
What are your plans for that? Themes, topics, inspiration?
Well, there isn't necessarily a theme. There's actually just it's going to be a fun theme. This is actually the collection, my end of summer collection and my pre-fall collection for all of the things that I've been making. I have been like in the lab sewing, cooking under my sewing machine. In the process, taking orders, keeping Day beautifully dressed. Thank you so much. I love you, Day.
She definitely has a very interesting style. The whole Oriental swag. She definitely got the Oriental swag cracking.
Yes,
you know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? And that's all you.
Yes,
okay,
absolutely.
There you go. That's what's up.
And
that's
not just all me, but all of me in probably about an hour.
Oh
my God, we've got to be somewhere, Shayla. We need something hot and pink, So yes.
Oh, you got loan money. Got a stylist on deck.
Yes.
Okay,
and over the years, I've gotten
money
good.
Talk.
So if you can give me a good basic dress, hour up to 4 hours, if it's just kind of rush and delivery, and then that kind of service as well. Having that ability to be able to have things made and created right there on the spot. Is
definitely. Timing is everything.
It's amazing. It is. And to have that benefit.
Okay.
It's good.
Awesomeness. Okay. I am a fan of your work. I love it. So earlier today we got into school topics.
Yes.
So I'm gonna bring you into the school topics.
Yes.
What are some of your favorite memories from school?
Oh wow. Some of my most favorite memories from school.
Be careful because you'll tell your age.
Yes. Well, I loved middle school. We'll go in the middle somewhere. I loved middle school. It was a good transition between, growing up out of elementary school just a little bit and then right before high school. So your innocence is not quite gone, but you're able to, you still feel like a miniature adult. So
where you from?
I'm originally from Minneapolis.
Okay.
You hear something not Georgia in me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Definitely.
Yes, I'm originally from Minneapolis, but I've been down here in Atlanta for about maybe 30 years. So
you ain't lost it then.
No. And I see. It seems like I keep getting closer and closer to telling my age, don't I? You keep asking me these questions.
Hey,
these loaded questions.
Just tell you that it's not a setup. It's just asking.
I'm 35 if everyone asks.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Hey, look, 35. Be proud to get older, man. Be proud to get older, man.
Yes, absolutely.
Stand up. You a little older than 35 though. So.
Okay, so I know you're into fashion. I'm into fashion too. Yes. I'm not sure if you're into fashion.
Yeah, I shop at Target, so
Yes, Target.
Target, there you go. Target, respect it. Target.
Yes. Okay, so
Dickies t-shirt.
what do you think about when you're buying fabric?
Ooh, I love anything that stretches. Honestly.
Okay. Yes. Okay.
Extreme honesty.
Okay.
If it stretches, it's good for me. But I love the winter time. I love winter fashion because you're able to layer it up, and then we are going to have the fall and the winter coming up. So that is always good. As a woman, you want to be able to wear dresses and leggings and things like this. So and your coat as well. So all of them, doing the same thing, having statement pieces. That's a good time to be able to show your real ability to dress. In the summertime, you can throw anything on.
White be the season.
Yes. But the wintertime, it allows you to extend your, your fashion vocabulary and say, okay, I can layer these pieces and things like this. So it gives you a little bit more creative ability.
Is it ever a point as a stylist where, because I'm gonna just be honest, I'm not a fan of leggings. I feel like people ruined it. A lot of people ruined the whole legging trend because they didn't wear them right. Me personally. So as a stylist, do you give your personal opinion like, I think you would look better in this?
Absolutely, all the time.
Have you ever got resistance from that?
Oh, yes, I get resistance all the time, and I know that sounds really weird, but I do. I get resistance from a lot of my clients and customers and things like this.
How do you deal with that?
Very difficultly sometimes. It depends on my clients. And so I do have a few clients who, when you're making them custom, the good part about it is I can actually sew from a picture. If you bring me a picture and I take your measurements, I'm pretty much can kind of recreate what you have. I have customers who see things on other individuals and don't necessarily look as flattering to their body shape.
Like make me that Beyonce dress.
Right.
Yeah.
And they don't want to take the necessary advice when it, well, this may work, because you have to do things that work well with your shape. For us, for the bustier women, you have to go empire that kind of sits under and then flares out. For your hourglass, you can kind of cut in a little bit more. You have a little bit, more leeway.
Okay.
And just for your smaller top, heavier bottom, you want to wear something lower, skirts, like lower skirts.
Gotcha.
Fluffy blouses, something that keeps the tension away from the top and kind of draws it toward the bottom.
Gotcha.
So I do have clients that fight me all the way until the end.
Okay, so guys, we are going to go on break. You are listening to WAMR-DB Atlanta Mixed AM Radio, the new feel of AM radio, the woman station. And so we're gonna go on break and then we're gonna come back. So